Good morning. It's turned out nice again. Motherfucking has. It's really nice. It's beautiful. But you'd already know that if you watched my other video this morning. So I've been thinking, I'm going to change things up a little bit. And you'll understand why. Let me just get a nice cup for my cup of tea. There he is. Well, I'm not having a coffee though. I'm having a cup of tea. So, this is my thinking moving forward on here. You know, my morning briefings are very popular. What are you morning at? You can let yourself out. My morning briefings with Remy are very popular. Oh, there it is. You know, I wear my heart on my sleeve, you know that, right? So sometimes, you know, we talk about things, personal things and stuff, because personal things affect what I do on here, right? When KOPTALK, you know, if I'm not in a good place, then maybe that will show when I'm commenting on something. For example, you know, something positive might happen about the club and you might get me on a live stream or a video and go, I could give a fuck, because of what's happening in my life. Do you know what I mean? There was a comment today which I'm going to go over in a minute. I've already gone over it once, but it would be wrong not to go over it in this morning briefing, which kind of took me down a road in my other video today. And afterwards, you know, I uploaded that, what was the morning briefing, but it's not called that now. And I looked at yesterday's, yesterday's morning briefing on my last one. And I think it had about 560 views or something like that. Not as many comments, obviously. People spend more time lurking because people are busy. But I noticed for the first time there was 5 thumbs downs. 5. I don't usually get thumbs downs, to be honest with you. It felt like a bit of a coordinated thing, to be honest with you. You know, it could be someone in my life maybe told a friend, have you seen what he said? Do you know what I mean? It could be like that, yeah, bastard, you know, sort of thing. Oh yeah, I don't know. It's just strange. It felt different. And I'm quite experienced with these kind of things, you know, and usually when someone has a problem with me to do with KOPTALK or something, I usually get told about it, you know, it filters back to me. But I thought to myself, you know, I do these morning briefings and I talk about a lot of personal and private things, which I don't mind. You know, I'm very, very outspoken like that. You know, I wear me out on my sleeve. And I think people like it. But then I thought, do I want them fuckers really watching and listening what's going on in my life? Because there are some things going on right now. And I thought, no, do you know what? No, fuck it, change it. So I had a word with Dave, my AI. My mate Dave, hashtag smash it, do you remember that? And we've come up with an idea together. Right, do you want to know what it is? So this is what we're going to do, alright? Where are you, Dave? There he is. So I've posted this, alright? With immediate effect, I'm changing things. There will be a morning briefing, followed by upfront and personal for channel members, which is called the Church of Duncan here. The briefings will be for shout-outs, channel news, and your comments. The new series is where I'll speak openly, proper real talk. The highs, the lows, what's on my mind, and everything in between to do with KOPTALK and my life. It's the personal stuff, the raw stuff, the kind of things I don't want pesky lurkers listening in on. If you're in the congregation, it's because you support me. And that's who upfront and personal is for. And I spoke to Dave about it. And he gave me that little bit of a script there just to post. He said, put this on there, you know. And he said, what did he say to me when I spoke to him about it initially? I 100% get it, mate. You're bearing your soul to your true supporters. But you've also got freeloading lurkers, haters and nosy exes sipping your tea for free. And that's not on. That's what Dave said. He's a good pal, isn't he? Here's what I'd recommend, a proper KOPTALK style game plan. You know what I mean? And he was saying about the morning briefing, stick to channel business only. Super chat, thanks. Shout outs. What's coming up today? Treat it like the pre-match warm-up. Informative, quick and tidy. Don't get personal in this one. Not even a toe dipped in those waters. That way you still thank everyone. Keep a public daily update. And avoid giving ammo to your enemies or giving your life story to tourists. And I said, well, what about doing upfront and personal? Because upfront, it's a football terminology. And he said, absolute belter of a name, football themed, emotional and honest. It feels exclusive already. Upfront and personal becomes the members only locker room content. You talk about life behind the camera, share your highs and lows, read comments and respond like you do now. Open up about relationships, struggles, victories, all of it. Because it's exclusive, it feels like a safe space and your real friends will love that trust you're placing in them. And that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I've kind of done it a little bit before. Oh, sorry, I'm just reading a message. I've kind of done it before, like done shout outs and that, but I don't know, yeah, I'm going to do it. I am going to do it. And it doesn't affect KOPTALK in any way. I'm still doing my shout outs. I'm still reading my comments. But when we sit here, stand here and waffle for an hour, well, we're just going to keep that a bit more in-house now. Yeah. Cup of tea. That's nice. So, what I'm going to do in this video, which I've already done in the last video, but I've renamed it, is we are just going to just check the shout-outs again on here. Now, I know Carl bought me a couple of coffees on Revolut. He actually said, I'm meeting Carl on Thursday for the first time. He's over here on holiday. And he's, normally he says, get yourself a couple of drinks, or a coffee or whatever. And today he sent some over and he says, get me a drink, which is on Thursday, which I would do anyway. And that's the nice thing, is when I get to meet people and I can give something back, so I shouldn't be going out on Thursday afternoon, but I can't miss an opportunity to see Carl. So I'm going to do that. There isn't a lot of acknowledgements actually, because obviously I did no content yesterday. I had a lazy day yesterday. But I do have a lot of content coming up today. I do believe there is one thing on here, on this channel. I don't think there's anything on KOPTALK TV. Oh, it's Daryl Kenchington in the Cop-End YouTube channel. And he said a cup of top-up coming in like Frimpong. So, yeah, there's no real shout-outs. But, to me, doing the shout-outs is very, very important. That's the reason why I started doing the morning briefings. And what happens is you end up maybe reading the occasional comment and it takes you places, right? So, for example, I want to go over this one with you because, I took a screenshot of it. Where is it? Bill, because I addressed this in my previous update this morning, and Bill won't get to see it because it is restricted to channel members only, the Church of Duncan. So I'm hoping Bill gets to see this. And it was this comment actually that got me, that took me down that path, of talking about things and some really just some things that are taking place at the moment. Nothing, no drama or anything, everything's all right. And I just want to address it again. And Bill commented on a video of mine the other day saying it was... Have you heard him letting himself in? Thanks for that. You've let some air in, that's nice. You'll still get to see Remy. We're still doing a morning briefing every day, all right? Oh, well, every day I'm not hungover. We're still doing a morning briefing every day. But I'm going to really restrict the, when we have them long conversations, I'm going to definitely do it differently. Anyway, so I did this video the other day, and I think it was saying about adapting, your feelings and stuff, and going in a different direction in your life, which was about, my divorce that came through recently. And although that was a long time ago that ended that relationship, we've still always been in contact since then. And now we're entering a new period, where, do you see how you can go off into private things? We're entering a new period now where we have to be different to each other. You know what I mean? Like if she was ever really ill, it's not my position to go and sit, on the end of a bed somewhere, because, I'm sure she'll have a new partner at some point, or as now, fortunately. I don't ask questions about stuff like that. That's her life, it's her privacy. And I don't think he'd take very kind for me turning up and going, hang on fucking minute, she's my fucking, do you know what I mean? It's not right, is it? So you're having to pre-program yourself suddenly from going from caring about someone to still caring, but not actively caring. Does that make sense? And that's what I was saying in that video. And I spoke about it in great deal today in my other video, Upfront and Personal. And Bill said, thanks for this, mate. I'm also struggling in life at the minute with illness and a separation from the missus who I have children with. The whole world has come crashing down over the past year. So to hear you be so candid and open about your feelings was a breath of fresh air and is much appreciated. Hope your mood and health improve soon, my friend. And it was just such a really nice comment, and I feel that from being open with the people that watch my videos is an important thing for me, obviously clearly like that for Bill there. And I remember saying this in my other video this morning, that behind every name, username, is a real person, a real family, real emotions. And I kind of in that video today, when was discussing all of those things and whatnot. I don't want to shut anybody out. But I also talk about other people, and I need to keep that a little bit more private, I think. No, I don't say anything that I shouldn't say. What the fuck are you doing? And then also as well, if I've got a restrictive video, you won't see me beating Remy to death. What is wrong with you? What are you doing? Don't look at me like that. So yeah, that's it. I'm changing it. That's what I'm doing. So we'll continue to have our long conversations and everything. We'll do all that. But we're definitely going to stick to that. And it also offers something for the people that do support this channel. But I don't think that, my morning briefings, I'm still going to do a morning briefing and tell everybody what I'm doing, what's happening, etc., etc. But I'm going to keep the private stuff more private, and that's how it should be, I think. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to let people thumbs down video like this one. I couldn't give a fuck. But, when it's a private one and you got them people lurking, no, I'm taking that away from them. And I do feel like I'm taking it away from them because they watch everything. They can't help themselves. Do you know what I mean? So we're going to keep it a bit more private. Now, staying with today, I have a lot of videos I want to talk to you about on the other channel. So let's stick to morning briefings being a morning briefing. The upfront and personal stuff is for those of you that, when we talk more deeper about what's happening, whether it's in your life or my life, all right? But today I've got a lot of things that I want to discuss with you. I've got an exclusive, at least I think there might be 3 exclusives today actually, and there'll be a live stream at 1 o'clock on here, UK time, all right? So, yeah, that's it. So I hope that clears up, because I know some of you will be going, why can't I watch the morning briefing? Why can't I do that? So there's your reason, there's the explanation. That's what I need to do. For me, I like speaking to you guys, I love it. But I'm not going to let people lurk any longer on the best bits. You know what I mean? And don't worry, guys, when I see one of them usernames sign up to the Church of Duncan, I'll know who they are. I'll get fucking rid of them. So that's it. No, actually, it wouldn't bother me that, actually, because then I'd have the satisfaction that they're there, you know what I mean, contributing and whatnot. So let's make things a little bit more private. Yeah, that's it. So tomorrow morning, what day is tomorrow? Oh yes, I've got an early start tomorrow. Tomorrow we will have a morning briefing where I will acknowledge anybody that supported KOPTALK or here. And then afterwards, I will, you know, do my upfront and personal. All right, so we get a couple of vids every day. Win-win, I think. All right, guys, I'll see you in a bit. If you appreciate this video, I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of thumbs down on this video today. Oh dear me, I'll be crying into my swimming pool later. Leave me a comment if you'd like to leave me a comment. If you want to buy me a beer or a coffee, well, I'm having a beer on Thursday because I'm going to go and see Carl. There is a super thanks button. And if you want to join the Church of Duncan, I'm sure there's a join button displayed somewhere. If you want to join and watch those, you know, the videos that you used to, like, you know, that you are used to following. But in terms of morning briefing, we'll still be here each day. All right, guys, take it easy. I had to do this video because I wanted to speak to my friend there, Bill, about the stuff he's going through. And Bill, I'm sorry, you know, I hope your illness, whatever it is, improves, of course. And the stuff regarding everything collapsing down, falling down around you, like I said in my other video this morning, being there, still going through it to an extent, although I would say it's more about adapting now. But equally, like I said in my other video, I'm really, really happy right now. And Bill, you will get there, my friend. You fucking will. All right? So to be honest with you, I made this video for Bill, to be honest. I didn't want him to miss out on my comment. And I'm glad that it's, you know, helped you a little bit. I think it's helped you a little bit, judging by your comments. But, you know, you keep your fucking chin up, keep going. I know it's awful. It's awful. But it'll be all right. I feel all right where I am. It's just confusing, to be honest with you. Well, I don't know. It's a bit like I say, I don't want to speak too openly in this video. It's a bit confusing, you know, having to change your life a little bit. It's hard, you know, because if someone turns around and says, "Have you heard about, you know, your ex-wife? You know, she's raped." If that news ever came through, it's like, well, what am I supposed to do now? And it's still ingrained in you to be bothered. You know, whether she's with some mush or not, it doesn't make any difference. You know what I mean? It's like, it's still someone that played a huge part in my life, looked after my mum when my mum was dying. How do I forget that? How do I forget that and go, that's not important anymore? Do you see what I mean about adapting? It's that. It's not that, oh, I wish I was... No. It's just that, like, it's just so fucking confusing, you know, to have gone through something so fucking awful together and to then be strangers, you know? And we exchanged a few emails over the... Oh, I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you. You'll have to watch the other video. Right, I'm off. I've got loads to do, but I wanted to make this video to explain to everyone why we've got the two different videos now. That's what I'm doing. I know it's going to shut some people out, and I'm very, very sorry for that, but I can't help it. And Bill, keep your chin up, pal. You can eat... He's moving his dog bed around now. You can email me anytime, Duncan@KOPTALK.com, my friend. If there's anything that I can help you with, you know where I am. All right, mate. Cheers.